Hey Leo, and welcome to your first half of December general tarot reading. This could apply to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, that information is provided below in the description box. Alright, so Leo. When I'm jumping into the cards here, what I see is obviously your very first card is Death, which would tell me that there is some kind of, or there was some kind of ending in the past that may be rebirthing itself. It's transforming. Even though the old way of it has changed or had ended, a new thing is coming in. It could be something you've been wanting to come back, or it could be an energy that will replace what you lost. Obviously, it could mean death also, but that's very seldom that is what that card seems to mean to me. Anywho, also on the death card is the number 8, which would represent the house of Scorpio. And Scorpio is the house of taboo subjects such as death and sex, the house of shadows, the underworld, the place that we don't like to confront. It could be the place that other people don't like to confront. It is an idle place. It is a place of stagnation. It is a place of self-reflection in a lot of ways. It could be like your adversary's attorney or your enemy's friend. It could be the defendant's friend. It does kind of govern or cause, in this area, somebody may end up dealing with bladder issues such as stones or infections. This also then breaks down to the house of Aquarius in a lot of ways. Well, not the death card, but the next card, the world, breaks down to the number of the world breaks down to the house of Aquarius, which is the 11th house. It's friends, common interest, groups, wishes, hence the star, praise and dispraise, truth and falseness, allies, the allies' money. It rules the legs and ankles. So when you put that in combination with the death card, what I see here is there may be a completion of something that had ended in the past. So however this was existing in your life, it is completed in that it will be completing that form of existence in with time, or over the past however long this has been going on or been gone out of your life. It is transforming to come back into your life, as we do have the Judgment card next. So this could have been an order of something, you know, of higher, I guess, what is a better way to put that? Like somebody who would be in a position to bring judgment in, like an attorney, a boss, a parent, or somebody who just believes they themselves hold some kind of power over you. It does look like there's going to be an end to that judgment on you, or an end to an order or a decision that had been placed upon you. That is, that house, the Judgment card would break down to the number 2. So there may have been an order or some kind of judgment upon what you make and what you don't make, what you contribute, what you can't contribute. It is related to judgment concerning estate and fortune of the person whom asked the question of his wealth or somebody else's wealth or poverty. So if somebody's been questioning your money and how you contribute or what you should contribute, it may just turn around on them now, and people are going to be like, well, what do you make? What do you contribute to this? Whether it be material or energetical, like energetical involvement exchange. We also have the Four of Swords there in between, which means it's almost like when I view the Four of Swords here, I do see it's almost like somebody's lying on the truth. So it could be laying upon the truth, or literally lying on the truth, like hiding the truth. Or it could be that somebody is going to have a sudden change of perspective to do with something with legalities, open enemies, and there's going to be a healing to their perspective. Maybe they've been choosing to stay blind to some false idea or understanding of who you are. Maybe you've tried to express what the truth is. Maybe you've been too blunt. Maybe you've accidentally catered to the picture somebody else was making of you just by being you, and that the person who was making this judgment was easily misled or has an ego issue. There is some kind of issue here to do with relationships, emotional relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic. And then we have the 6 on the Lovers, which it comes back down to the house of Virgo, which is, you know, health and service to others, your daily routines, physicians, anything of that sort. And it's almost like here there's going to be an end to somebody helping this other person. So if there was like, if things were like stacked against you because there was somebody who was assisting somebody else and making it difficult for you to move forward or get out of what seems to be a stagnation period, stagnation, there's a completing of the cycle. The stagnation is going to be over. And this may have to do with a Scorpio, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could have to do, although also every time I see this card, I think of mother, or somebody who's nurturing, who has put in a lot of effort, keeps the balance, keeps things kind of going. There is a lot of air in here. One thing, I don't see any cups at this point anyway. We'll see when I clarify on the extended over in Patreon. Here we have that you may receive some kind of written communication about something that's been cyclical, or it could be of a commitment that you are held to, and it may come from a loyal friend, like a literal friend. This friend could be at a distance from you. It could be about your loyalty to a contract, their loyalty to a contract, but it does definitely seem like it comes in with stability, like news of stability. Like, this guy seems so like proud, like, hey, I can't wait to tell him the good news, right? So whatever this is concerning, whether it be work, relationship, whatever it is, there is definitely some kind of healing going on here. And underneath the deck of the Lenormand, we have the book. So that could be like secrets. You'd have to open the book and read it, and this book is shut in order to gain the information. It could also have to do with you know, legal contracts, written documentation. So if you are doing that, make sure that you're accepting the assistance or seeking the assistance to have that thoroughly looked over, because in Sagittarius' reading, who is also fire, there was a lot to do with like stuff that seemed to be of court or of issues of somebody misportraying the character of another person on purpose in order to manipulate an outcome. Here we have the owl and the dream catcher. It's almost like, you know, there's change coming. You see better at night. You see through the shadows. You see through the darkness. You've been able to cut through the bullshit, and you've been weaving your dreams. I'm hearing dream weaver. So it's almost like you've tapped into some kind of significant manifestation power to almost change something that seemed to be set in stone. And it's almost like, and I'm not like into sorcery and all that stuff, but like, it's literally like you're performing magic here by staying silent. You don't really ever hear the owl. You know, every once in a while you might, but not very often. You could have an owl hanging out by your house all the time and never hear it. They're patient. You've been patiently waiting for your wish to come true, and it's coming. It's definitely coming. And you also have a lot of third house energy here, which would be Gemini, house of immediacy, communication, letters, rumors, all of that stuff. It kind of exists there. Your intelligence, the way you communicate your intelligence. So maybe you were just profoundly ahead of somebody in a situation here, and it's taken them a while to catch up, like, oh, I understand what they mean now. And it may be because their own ego is standing in the way, because God forbid that somebody else was right. It does seem like a lot of the readings have been including quite a bit of stuff to do with law, contracts, you know, higher forms of commitment or partnership. So if you are dealing with something like this, or if you're just dealing with somebody who's extremely biased towards you, don't worry, that's about ready to even out. This person either is having a sudden epiphany, or all of a sudden they're realizing that they're on the losing side and they're no longer going to ally with the other person, the person, your enemy, and they're coming to jump on board with you because they know that that's their only way to make it through this. Try and use really think about what's going to pull you ahead here. Like, so even if this person came back and or comes to you and is like, oh yeah, I was wrong and I was supporting the wrong person, now I want to jump on your bandwagon. I almost want to feel like keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. You may just have to bite your tongue for a while and allow this person to believe that they've somehow fooled you, and that, because I don't feel like they want to take any accountability for what they've done in your life. And you may have to allow them to exist in that until you get the outcome of which you desire, and then you can let them have it. You can toss them out the door, get rid of them. But I do feel like it's going to be necessary for you to work with them temporarily. It's like befriending an enemy to take out a common enemy. Maybe it's that they are all stacked up against you, and then now they're turning on the other person. I think this came up in another reading, maybe Pisces. Check those readings out if you have a chance, because I definitely, even if Pisces isn't prominent in your chart or a person you're dealing with, each sign will significantly tell you what's going on in your life or have clues or hints. And earlier I was hearing the song, Another One Bites the Dust. And another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. I feel like this has been a battle for a long time. It's caused you to have an extreme amount of growth. Maybe it's helped you tap into your spirituality, Leo. So even if it's been a hardship with somebody that you've been dealing with in the past who ignored you and treated you like you were insignificant, they're coming back around. They see you different. They see you as their wish fulfillment or a way to heal something in their life, or they want to heal things with you. But they were very unfair to you in the past. But like I said, if this person has some kind of significant part to play in a bigger subject in your life, it may be smart to play dumb for a little bit and use this person's assets in your favor until it's safe to get rid of them. All right, Leo, I'm going to continue this over into the extended on Patreon. I will provide the Patreon link below in the description box. If you do join me over there, awesome. I love to see your support. And, if this is where we part ways, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, talk to you later, Leo.